Hey everyone, it's Theresa here of Larkin Design. Welcome back to my 2018 Project Life album. This is my layout for week 16, and I'm working with the Sahlin Studio August 2018 featured kit, which is called the Everyday Routine. It's available at thelilypad.com, and I will have that linked below for you. So I'm sharing this layout in the Hybrid Scrappers Facebook group this week because we've been working through a series of challenges that I have set up, and I hope that you will come and join us in the Facebook group and find out what the challenges are all about. But what I wanted to challenge everyone to in this week is to grab a kit or products that recently came in their door and make a point to use those products in a layout. And for me, the thing that came after I posted the challenge was this kit for the design team, for the Sahlin Studio design team. So the first thing that I do is I open up the kit on my computer and I print out my favorites. I print out my favorite journaling cards. I printed out one of the patterned papers that's in the lower right-hand corner of the layout. And that's usually where I start with a hybrid layout. I keep a stash of 4x6 journaling cards. They're matte cardstock, or matte white photo paper, whatever your preference is. I keep that by my printer and I just feed them through 4x6 one at a time and print those out really quick, and then my layout is ready to go, assuming I have the photos printed already. And this way, for me, it helps me make sure I'm using my products when they arrive in the door, and it helps me smooth my process for getting layouts done. And so once I have my cards printed, I go and I kind of pull some stamps or some kind of alphabet so I can write my week numbers, and I select a few embellishments. And the way I do that is by color. So I've pulled a couple of embellishments that are orange and yellow and navy, because those are the prominent colors in this kit. And so I just have a couple of chipboard pieces from Freckled Fawn and Studio Calico, and there's also some orange transparent pieces that you'll see me using. Those are from old Gossamer Blue kits that unfortunately aren't available anymore, but they're still in my stash. And so keeping the embellishments down to 2 colors also helps speed the process, but it also helps your layouts to look more cohesive and more simple. And so I'll just talk a little about the stories of this week. This is still back in March, I think, or April. And so we were just starting to freshen up the yard and do our spring planting. We don't do a lot, but what we do has a big impact. And this year we had to aerate the lawn. It's the first time that I've ever done that, and so we rented this big giant aerator from like Home Depot or Lowe's, and aerated the whole lawn and fertilized it. And so most of the photos are from that. The one photo that I just embellished of the kids is from a shopping trip to the mall, and we were in Charming Charlie's, and I turned around and looked, and the kids were all just sitting there chatting and playing on their games. And so I snapped a picture of them just waiting while I looked around. And then there was also the funny picture in the bottom center of this layout of me and Alan, and this is a spoof I did on the Grant Wood painting of the farmers. Shoot, I forget what it's called, but I'll have the name. You know what I'm talking about. It's the older farmer couple with the pitchfork. And I didn't have a pitchfork, but I did have a rake. And so we just set the camera up right there in the Home Depot and took that picture. And then I turned it into black and white so that it would look more like the original. And so here's the card where I printed out just a part of the pattern paper. And I do that because I love the pattern papers that are included with these digital kits. But I don't print the whole 12 by 12 sheet. I open up the 12 by 12 pattern paper in Photoshop, and then I tell it just to print a 4 by 6 piece of that pattern paper. And you can play with the scale if you want it at a smaller scale, but I liked it at the original scale so I could write my journaling inside those labels on that pattern paper. And so I thought that was a fun way to use a pattern paper for a journaling card there. And I really liked how that turned out. And so I hope that's helpful to you in inspiring you to use your products and to get a layout done. My biggest and best tip for that is absolutely to use your kits when they come in the door, open them up, print out your favorites, and go ahead and use them. And so I will be sure to link all the products down below. I hope that you will like and comment and subscribe to my channel, and be sure to check out the Facebook group, the Hybrid Scrappers Facebook group. I'll see you there, and I'll see you back here on my YouTube channel very soon. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.